This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Drafting with Big Nass. Taking a look at this pack. Well, the rare is unplayable, so taking a look here, Avacyn's Collar is really good, actually. I mean, obviously you need a lot of humans to make it good, but that's not really, difficult. There are some, other decent cards in this pack, but I don't really, there's nothing really, strong enough that I want to, just jump into that color right away. So taking an artifact first pick is I think, going to be the best way to go. And I mean, this is going to go into most decks. Most decks are going to have some humans, at least, so I think that's a fine first pick. So let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, so my favorite card ever, Death Caress. Could take Burning Oil, but red-white is pretty bad, so I don't really want to go into that. It's fine to splash other side of it, but I'd rather just take the guaranteed removal spell and take Death Caress. Just taking a look what else we could have. Yeah, I mean, all the rest of these cards are nowhere near as powerful as Death Caress. So let's go ahead and grab that one up. Okay. So Gather the Townsfolk kind of leaps out at me. It works quite well with our Avacyn's Collar. Other than that, we have Stormbound Geist, which is quite good. Face Shield is also quite good. So this is actually kind of a tough pick, just because I'm not really sure which way to go with this draft yet. Okay, well, just because it has the best synergy with my deck so far, and because black-white is actually a very good color combination, I'm going to grab the Gather the Townsfolk. But I'm not very confident that that's actually correct. Okay, so taking a look here, a lot of good green cards here. Kessig Recluse and Scorn Villager are both really good. But I think I want to take the Elgod Inquisitor. Just because, again, it works well with our Avacyn's Collar. I mean, there's nothing really here that's pulling me into a different color, so I'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, Lost in the Woods. Mono Forest Lost in the Woods. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. As hilarious as that would be, I really don't think that's a good way to go. If I wheel it, I might sideboard into it, but that's just too silly. All right, so I could stay black here, but I'm gonna take Midnight Guard. It's actually, he's a decent man, and this is the only black card we've seen so far, so this black might not even really be open. Okay. So, Afflicted Deserter, what do you do? Not a whole lot. Okay, I'm just looking through the rest of the pack here to see if there's anything else I want. Break It Day is okay. I'm not really that excited about it. Could take Evolving Wilds or a Screeching Scab here. Alright, well, I think I'm going to take Screeching Scab, just because the black has really dried up here, so... And blue seems to be open, as it quite often is in online drafts. Alright, so I definitely don't want Sightless Ghoul. So if we're going to pick white cards, the choice is between Gavany Ironwright and Silverclaw Griffin. I like the Ironwright a lot, actually. The Fateful Hour doesn't always come up, but that's just a really solid body, and it's a human, so Let's go ahead and grab it. Okay, so here, again, I don't want to take any red cards. Haunted Fengraf is really not very exciting. Heavy Mattock is not usually very good, but I've played it before, and like I had it in like a token deck with I had like Gather the Townsfolk, and also had like a Sorin in it, so it was good in that deck. So if we manage to pick up a whole bunch of humans, it might be worth playing. And I certainly think it's better than the rest of these cards, so I'll go ahead and grab it. Here we can take another Gavany Ironwright. And another Midnight Guard. Actually, this Burning Oil is really starting to tempt me now. Alright, well, you got me. I'll take the Burning Oil. I really don't want to be red-white. So we're not going to take this Erdwall Ripper. I don't really want a second Heavy Mattock. This is a really late Crushing Vine, so we could actually end up being green-white. Depends how like packs 2 and 3 go. Might as well take a Ray of Revelation for the sideboard. And Gruesome Discovery. Or we can just cack it, I guess. So, I don't know, just my impression that that was a fairly weak pack. I'm just going to hide these Heavy Mattocks for now. But I feel like being in white is right. So let's see what we open here. Deadweight is a good one. That leaps out at me. If we're still planning on playing black-white, that would be a good way to go. But I really don't know if black is going to be open. So I think like the safer pick here is to take Doom Traveler, because there's a very good chance we're not even going to be playing black. But I just can't in good conscience take a Doom Traveler over a Deadweight. So even if we end up like splashing the Deadweight, or I feel like it's worth the risk because it's just so much better. And I mean, there's a non-zero chance we'll table either the Doom Traveler or the Selfless Cathar. So it's not really looking super good for black-white, but if we wanted to be green-white, we could pick up an Avacyn's Pilgrim. But I don't think there's really a good reason to jump into green here. The other thing to consider is the Sturmgeist, and just kind of go blue-white. There's no like white cards in this pack that I want to take. Yeah, this draft is not going very well. Yeah, this is kind of a tough decision. Well, our only blue card is the Screeching Scab, so like that does not put us into blue. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the original plan and just go black white. So I'll take Vampire Interloper because that's the best card for that deck. All right. Well, if we decided to go green white, we could have had travel preparations. But here I'm happy to pick up a second Deadweight. All right. So this pack is more or less a miss. I guess we can take a Corpse Lunge. Okay, don't have nearly enough token makers to make Intangible Virtue good. But I think we can take a Voiceless Spirit. That looks like a good one to me. That's a pretty late Geist Catcher's Rig. So, I mean, this card just goes into every deck. I can't imagine ever cutting a Geist Catcher's Rig. There are very few decks where it misses against. So, well, sure, why not? I'll pick up a second one. Alright. Pretty sure we're going to be black-white here. I'll leave the Burning Oil there for now. But I could definitely see myself cutting it. This Gather the Townsfolk is going to be working overtime. All right. So we got a late Doom Traveler, which I think is going to be a little bit better than Elder Cathar. I do like me a 1-drop, and we do already have like a lot of 3-drops, so I like taking Doom Traveler here. We don't have any sack outlets either, so that to make the Village Cathar, Elder Cathar, whatever it's called. Um, yeah, if we had a sack outlet, that card might have been a little bit better, but we don't. So moving on. Okay, so Selfless Cathar came back. Happy to take it. Selfless Cathar and Avacyn Scholar have a pretty good interaction. Okay, so not much here. Guess we can take an Urgent Exorcism for the sideboard. This deck's not really looking too exciting so far. Okay, yep. Bellringer seems fine. These are all pretty bad, so whatever. That's a super late Crossway Vampire. Alright, let's see what we get. Hey! Yeah! 2 amazing cards we can choose from, but Geist Honored Monk is far and away the best. So, it's actually one of the best rares to happen in the set in general. So, you know, we can slam that guy down. Pretty happy we went white this draft. And Elite Inquisitor is also quite good, so I have no problems taking that. Alright, so our deck just got a lot better. These 2 cards are probably better than the rest of our deck put together. All I need now is an Unburial Rites. Or a Bonds of Faith. You know. If I get double Gavany Ironite with Faithful Hour going, that'll be sick. Alright, I'm gonna hide this Burning Oil for now, because I don't really want to splash it. But if we get like a Shimmering Grotto, I'll consider it. Or like a Traveler's Amulet. Alright. This pack is a miss. I guess I'll take a Purify the Grave for the sideboard. It's not really that exciting. We'll still need to pick up like 3 more playables here. Yeah, that's a pretty late Avacyn's Pilgrim, but don't think I want to take it. I guess we're taking Rebuke. I think that's better than Mask of Avacyn. I kind of wish we were green white this pack, just because like we have almost no we have almost no black. Like the black cards that we do have for the most part are good, but like I think our deck might have been better. Like we might even had like a really good red white deck. So here I realize we have a lot of 3-drops already, but like Chapel Geist is really good. I think it's a little bit better than Doom Traveler, and definitely better than Selfless Cathar. Okay, well there's that Traveler's Amulet. I don't think I really want to splash it, the Burning Oil though. Yeah, like I usually don't like playing Abbey Griffin, but I think I would rather just play an Abbey Griffin and actually, I'm blind. There is a Vigilant Village Cannibals in this pack, which is actually it's at its best in black white, and yeah, I think it's better than Abbey Griffin. I'll go ahead and grab it. Whew. All right, guess get all the white cards. Yeah, I think Voice of Spirit is better than Unruly Mob. We have so many 3-drops. So, obviously, we'll take another 3-drop. We're probably not going to play that one, though. Here I'm just grabbing, like, random cards. Like, we have enough cards for our deck, so, like, we're just taking, like, marginal sideboard cards at this point. Don't think we're going to play the Patrician. Yeah, people can have the Burning Vengeance. I don't care. I have a Night Terrors. I also have a Ray of Revelation and Urgent Exorcism to get rid of them, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah, 4 land. What's up? Alright, welcome back. So this is what we're going to be submitting. Ended up cutting the Village Cannibals and the Patrician. We have some relevant sideboard cards though, so against like decks that have like multiple pacifism effects, or like against the flashback deck, we have Urgent Exorcism and Ray of Revelation. We also have Purify the Grave against decks that have a lot of Undying creatures. Against like slower control decks, we also have Gruesome Discovery and Night Terrors. And against decks that like have a lot of removal, we can probably cite in like a Heavy Matchlock or something, just to make it every creature a threat. But I don't really think that one's going to come up that often. So I'll go ahead and submit this, and we'll see you guys in round 1. Peace.